Hey YouTube, excuse the sickness. I came on today to talk about the healthy things that you should do when you're detangling and when you're trying to retain length. I hear a lot of people talk about the weather and things of that nature, but the one thing that helps with retaining length is your fingers and some oil, conditioner, and water. The elements have some effect on our hair, but not in the sense of unless you try to go and detangle it after you've been outside all day and you don't put anything in it, then yes, you're asking for breakage. And especially if you're just trying to go for the comb first, which a lot of us naturals do in the beginning. We start trying to go for the comb first because, or if we don't understand what to do with our hair. But the thing that you really need is your fingers. I've learned from Natural Sisters, from One Mits One, I believe, hope I got it right, that your fingers are one of the main things you need to help in assisting with your hair and retaining length. Now, what I do is when I'm about to detangle, I section off my hair in sections. I spritz it with water or conditioner or oil, whichever is your choice, and I use my fingers to kind of like separate the hair strands. And when I come across the knot, I just gently pull out the knot. Sometimes you have to do this type of motion, and eventually your knot will be gone. And this type of stuff helps when you're trying to retain length, because if you just reach for a comb to detangle your hair, then yes, you're asking for breakage. But if you use your fingers first and then use a comb after everything is done, because your hair has pretty much softened up, then you'll be fine. But I just wanted to come on and let you guys know that it takes time and patience, and that when you are detangling, just be gentle and you'll retain your length. And one thing I also learned was to use no comb, like the no comb method. When I first started trying to find a regimen, I looked online. That's when I found Natural Sisters um, YouTube channel, and I found the breakdown method, and I used that for 2 or 3 months. I still use that now, but I used that for 2 or 3 months, and I decided not to comb my hair for detangling. I just used my fingers. And what I found out was that my hair actually retained length from not combing. So sometimes not combing does allow your hair to retain length because you're not ripping and breaking off your hair. And also with your fingers, it allows you to feel for knots. Feel for knots and tangles instead of just raking through your hair. And one thing I learned from One Mits One, I might be getting her name wrong, but one thing I learned from her was that when you do have a knot, instead of just cutting it off, what I do is I take a needle or some type of um, thin instrument to basically work my way through the knot until it's out. And of course, if you can't do that, then yes, that's what the scissors are for. But I'm trying to not cut my hair or be as scissor happy as I was in the beginning of my hair journey. But yes, I just want to let you all know that you can retain length if you're more careful and gentle with your hair, and don't be lazy, because if you're lazy, then your hair will pay for it. And then, unless you're not planning on growing your hair, then you're good. But if you plan on growing your hair, don't be lazy with your hair, because otherwise you won't have hair and you'll be upset and frustrated, and then you'll eventually just want to relax again or cut all your hair off, which isn't really the answer, and you'll eventually find that out. But that's all. I just came on to talk about healthy hair practices, and if you have any questions, please comment down below, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.